guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial is going to be on this look right here. It's really easy. I didn't use as many products as I typically use on my channel. I used my contour and bronzers in my crease and on my eyelids so that way we could like keep the amount of products down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, and then I paired it with this NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipstick in Tea and Cookies. The original picture that I posted wearing this look, I was wearing Colourpop Shimmy, and apparently Shimmy is no longer made or it's out of stock. I'm not sure. I couldn't find it on the Colourpop website, so the Tea and Cookies by NYX was the closest thing I could find to that color, which kind of stinks because I actually really like that color Shimmy. But anyways, so if you guys would like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So starting off this video, I need to moisturize my lips, so I'm using the Smith's Rosebud chapstick. It's my favorite. Moving on to primer, I'm using the Loreal Lumi and the Too Faced Hangover primer, and as you can see, I just mix them together on the back of my hand, and I'm literally just rubbing this in all over my face and neck. Next, we're going to use the Smashbox Primer Water because I want some extra hydration. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation and my new favorite sponge. It's the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. It is amazing. As you can see, it blends out foundation so fast. So fast. Look at that. So the foundation is light to medium coverage, so I always just go back in with additional foundation on the parts that I want more coverage. Now I'm taking my favorite under eye brightener, and it's from Maybelline. It's just a salmon color, and I love this for underneath my eyes. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't really like this concealer. I think when I'm done with it, I'm not going to repurchase it. Like, it just does not cover that much for me, and I can't blend it in with a damp sponge. I have to blend it in with a brush, as you see me doing here. Like, when I try to blend it in with a damp sponge, it takes off my foundation. It's the weirdest thing ever. Using my favorite product for my nose contour, this is the L'Oreal Contour Stick in Medium Deep. I absolutely love this. I probably will use it every time I do my makeup. It just blends out so well, as you can see. I'm obsessed with it. To set my under eye concealer, I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm first buffing out those creases, and now I'm going in with my Real Techniques setting brush to set my under eye and my eyelid. To set the rest of the concealer on my face, I'm using the Essence Matte Pressed Translucent Powder. I really like this powder. And then to set my foundation or the rest of my face, oops, I almost dropped it. I'm using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless pressed powder, and then just this big fluffy powder brush to set the rest of my face. Moving on to brows, I'm first going to comb them out with this spoolie, as you can see. And then I'm going to go in with Colourpop's eyebrow pencil in either blonde or taupe. I'm not sure which one this is or what it's called, but I will link it in the description box. So now I'm just going to be filling them in with the pencil just to give myself an outline, and then I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Brow Envy box palette thingy and using the blonde color in there to fill in the rest of my eyebrows. Now I'm taking a Model in a Bottle's eyebrow sealer. This is my favorite, and it's going to last forever. So first I like to comb through my brows, and then I like to go back and flick the front part of the brows up so it gives them a little more of like a wispy look, if that makes sense. Moving on to contouring, I'm taking the Kevyn Contour Book Volume 2, and I'm taking the sculpting powder right there. You're going to see me point to it in 2 seconds. point. And then I'm taking a Morphe contour brush to contour my cheeks. Now I'm going to take that same, sorry guys, I'm sick, but I really want to get this video up today. But now I'm taking that same contour color and brush, and I'm contouring my forehead, the sides, and the middle. And then I'm also going to be contouring underneath my lip, and that little spot above your lip too, right by the cupid's bow, I'm not sure. Next, taking Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Smells so good. And I'm taking a Morphe powder brush, and I'm just going to be bronzing up my cheeks, my jawline, my forehead, you know, the usual places. I've been trying not to get super carried away with bronzer on my forehead, but sometimes I do, so I always go back in with a stippling brush to blend it out some more, and then I took my foundation brush to use for my neck to blend it out even more. Moving on to our first eyeshadow color, this is a matte color from the Ulta brand, and it's called Bone. I just wanted a neutral cream color just to set my entire eye, right? Set my entire eye, just to give us a base. Now I'm taking the butter bronzer, and I'm just going to be working that all over the crease and a little bit on the eyelid. And as you can see, I'm just going to be building up that color per usual, as dark as I want it. So feel free to make it as dark or as light as you would like it. Getting back into the Kevyn Aucoin palette, I'm taking the sculpting powder and a more dense blending brush from Morphe, which I have mixed feelings about this brush. I mean, it kind of worked, but it kind of hurt at the same time. And I'm just working that darker color right into the crease and on the outer V. To darken that crease up a little bit more, I'm jumping back into that palette again, and I'm taking the color called Cool Tan, and I'm buffing that into the crease and the outer V as well. Now to blend those colors out, I'm going back into the butter bronzer, and I'm just going to lightly buff around that entire area, you know, windshield wiper motions, circular motions, the whole shebang. Then on a flat eyeshadow brush, I went back in with Bone from Ulta, and I'm placing that all over the eyelid. No additional product, I'm just taking that same blending brush and I'm just going over the crease. Moving on to blush, I'm taking Milani's Tea Rose. I wanted something that was more of like a natural blush, I guess. I guess it's more of a natural, right? And I'm just putting that all over my cheeks. And then I took my foundation brush just to buff around the edges so it wasn't so intense. Moving on to highlighting, this is my new favorite highlighter. It is Starlight by Lorac. Oh my god, it is so pretty. It's like a white champagne. I'm just so obsessed with it. Now I'm taking it on my chin and my cupid's bow. I'm also using it as a brow highlight and an inner corner highlight because it's just so gorgeous. Now we're going to start working on the lower lash line. So I'm taking a pencil brush and the sculpting powder from the palette. I'm just going to be lining my lower lash line with it. And then I'm going to be moving on to the Cool Tan from the palette. And I'm using that on the lower lash line as well. So if you couldn't tell by now, we're just taking the same 3 shades we used on our eyelids for our lower lash line too. And then just to buff out that lower lash line a little bit, I'm taking the NYC pressed powder because I felt like it was a little heavy and I wanted to buff it out. Curling my lashes, and then I'm going in with L'Oreal Miss Manga's mascara. This is my favorite. I'm going to use it until it's gone. I already decided. Now I'm leaving you guys to apply mascara on my lower lashes, and then I also applied a second coat of mascara on my top lashes. Now I'm just highlighting my nose with the same Starlight highlighter. Moving on to lips, I'm taking MAC Strip Down, and I'm just going to be lining my lips, as you can see. I like to overline a little bit, especially on my top lip, just to balance it out with my bottom lip. And then for lips, we're taking Tea and Cookies by NYX. This is their Liquid Suede liquid lipstick. Right? It's just a really pretty pink color, and this is the first time I've used it, but I really like it. To finish off this look, we're going to be setting our face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next videos. Bye!